All right, let's jump right in because something huge is happening. I mean, a real shift in how we use our phones every single day. We're talking about a feature that honestly feels like it's straight out of a sci-fi movie, but it's about to be right in the palm of your hand.
No, really. Just stop and think about this for a second. Imagine you're hiking, way out in the middle of nowhere, or driving through one of those infamous dead zones where your phone just dies. What if having 0 bars didn't actually mean you were disconnected? What if you could just make a call anyway?
Well, that's exactly it. That what if is not a what if anymore. Google just went ahead and made it a reality.
Okay, so let's get into the nitty-gritty of what Google actually announced, because this is where we see a niche, emergency-only features start to become something we could all be using.
So here's the big reveal, the headline news. Google is teaming up with Meta, the folks behind WhatsApp, to make the brand new Pixel 10 the first phone ever to handle voice and even video calls on WhatsApp through a satellite. And get this isn't some far-off promise. It's happening August 28th, the day the phone comes out.
Now, I know what you might be thinking. Wait, don't phones already have satellite features? And you're not wrong, they do. But what Google's doing here is on a whole other level. Let's break down why this is such a giant leap.
So, up until now, satellite stuff on a phone was purely a break glass in case of emergency kind of thing, right? You could send an SOS, maybe a super basic text. But what the Pixel 10 is doing, this is a massive leap into everyday, normal communication. We're talking about going from a desperate SOS to just casually video chatting with a friend from a mountaintop. That's the game changer.
Of course, a move like this doesn't just happen in a bubble. We've got Google, Apple, and Samsung in this constant tech battle, and it looks like satellite is the next big battlefield. So where does this new announcement put everyone? And this table really lays it all out. I mean, Apple got the ball rolling with emergency SOS on the iPhone 14, which was cool. Then Samsung jumped in with some text messaging on the Galaxy S25. But Google? They're just vaulting over both of them by offering actual calls, voice and video, on an app billions of people use. And it's not just on the fancy model. It's across the entire Pixel 10 lineup. Big move. Okay, this all sounds absolutely amazing. And it is. But, with any brand new tech, there are always some catches, some real-world things we need to know about. So let's get into the fine print. Okay, so here's the reality check. This isn't magic. It won't work everywhere all the time. First off, you absolutely need a clear view of the sky. No buildings in the way. It's also only going to be on certain carriers, and yep, you might have to pay extra for it. And don't expect it to be as zippy as your 5G connection. There could be some delays. Oh, and here's a little twist. It looks like Google is keeping old-school satellite texting for its own Messages app, while WhatsApp gets all the new calling features.
This isn't just about rolling out a cool feature for the sake of it. This is a very smart, very calculated move by Google. Let's zoom out a bit and see the strategy behind it all.
And this is where you can see how smart Google is playing this. They've partnered with T-Mobile, and Pixel 10 owners are going to get first dibs on these satellite data services starting August 28th. Now, everyone else, they have to wait until October 1st. That's a huge head start, and it's a really good reason to jump on the Pixel train, right?
So when you boil it down, this move hits two major targets. For Google, it's about dragging satellite technology out of the emergency-only category and into our daily lives. And for WhatsApp, well, in the US, they're in a tough fight with iMessage. This is a killer feature that iMessage just can't match. It's a total win-win that could really shake things up.
All right, so we've gone through the big news, the competition, the strategy. Let's wrap this up with the most important things you need to remember from all this. What does it actually mean for you? So what are the big takeaways here? Number one, this is the start of a whole new era. Satellite tech isn't just for emergencies anymore. It's becoming an everyday tool. Number two, in this race to innovate, Google just sprinted way ahead of Apple and Samsung. And number three, and this is important, remember that as cool as this is, it's not perfect. It's got limits when it comes to where you can use it, what it costs, and how well it works. And all this kind of leaves us with a really interesting question to think about. As this tech starts to erase the very last of the world's dead zones, you have to wonder, is being connected all the time, no matter where on Earth you are, becoming a basic right? Or is it always going to be a privilege for those who can afford the latest and greatest tech? It's definitely something to chew on, right? Hey, for more deep dives like this, head on over to www.multigaion.in. And of course, if you got something out of this, a like would be awesome. And make sure you subscribe to the Multigaion YouTube channel so you don't miss what's next. Thanks so much for tuning in.